Why are there no demon possessions in the Old Testament? It's because it's the Word of God, and God does not lie. Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been a while, things have gotten busy, but let's pick up where we left off. We're at Matthew's Gospel, chapter 8 here. Let's just do a quick recap here. In the first 7 chapters of Matthew's Gospel, we find out that Jesus' family tree is wrong. It's different from the Scriptures, and it even contradicts the other Gospel, Luke, there. We got the whole virgin birth nonsense, mistranslations, misquotes, the absurdity of Jesus being tempted by his own creation in the desert, all the lies, the contradictions, the impracticalities, historical inaccuracies, and geographical impossibilities. We have Jesus going into a synagogue and reading from the Scriptures and misquoting them. Now, if any or all of these things aren't enough to trigger alarms and bells to tell you that something's terribly wrong here, well, it means that you just don't understand the Bible, I guess. So, let's take a look at chapter 8 here. Jesus heals a leper, he heals Peter's sick mother, a centurion's servant, and he calms the sea. More miracles. Miracles, miracles, miracles. That's all it's about here. But the best part of chapter 8 is when he goes across to the other side of the lake there, starting about verse 28, going to the end of the chapter. He goes to the other side of the lake and there's these 2 guys that are possessed by demons. Okay? In the original version of the story, in Mark's Gospel, in chapter 5, there's only 1 guy possessed by a demon. But remember, Matthew is an improvement on Mark. His miracles are quicker and more punchier, and he's more powerful. He's more super Jesus. So 2's better than 1. So he heals these 2 guys that are possessed by demons. And this is funny here. He's talking to the demons, and it says, "What do you want from us? Son of God, have you come to torture us before the appointed time?" So is that one of Jesus' jobs, is to torture demons? That's all the New Testament is about fear and misery and suffering and pain and you know, getting visions and people being possessed by demons and not having control, and God has a bad God out there that he's got to go after and all this. The Old Testament, God is in control and you have free will. There's none of this demon crap. And you know why? Because God knew about mental illness back then, before scientists did. And that's why in the whole 3,600-year history of the Old Testament, you don't see some clown going around casting out demons. Only in the New Testament do you find that. It's like there's a plague of demons or something in the 1st century. So ask yourself this: does God care about animals? I think he does. Very early on in the Old Testament, in Genesis, right after they get off the boat in Noah's Ark, in Genesis 9:4, God commands them, "You must not eat the meat with the lifeblood still in it." And then later in Deuteronomy chapter 25, verse 4, seemingly out of place amidst all the other rules that they're going over, God says, "Do not muzzle an ox while it is treading out the grain." Okay, so it's this kindness to animals, because the animal likes to eat while he's doing his work. And to muzzle him, that's, you know, that's like he doesn't get to eat, and that's not very fun for the animal. But what does Paul do in the New Testament when he's writing his creepy little letters like Corinthians? Chapter 9, verse 9 of 1 Corinthians, he's quoting from the Old Testament. Paul says, "For it is written in the law of Moses, do not muzzle an ox while it's treading out the grain." And then he says, "Is it about oxen that God is concerned?" Well, of course. They don't care about animals in the New Testament, and they demonstrate Jesus' divinity in the most absurd way by having him steal 2,000 pigs that aren't his. Those weren't Jesus' pigs. So he's stealing these pigs, and then he's murdering them. Well, not murdering them, but he's killing them in a very inhumane way by throwing them off a cliff to drown. Okay? 2,000 pigs. And then they ask him to leave town. I don't think they have that in any of the Jesus movies, do they? "Jesus, you got to get out of town. Quit killing people's pigs." "Believe in me or sinner, you burn in hell forever. Now, I've looked at the other side here. Some Christians, not all of them, I'm sure everybody has got their own excuse, will say, oh, well, Jesus is trying to demonstrate that we should be more concerned with people than property, or something like that. But what a stupid way to demonstrate this, okay? You would never see, like, a moral story in the Old Testament, in the prophets or the writings, where they specifically break Torah laws to prove their point. And that's all we have in the New Testament, is Jesus going around saying and doing stupid things. So somebody asked, why are there no demon possessions in the Old Testament and casting demons out and stuff like that? It's because it's the Word of God, and God does not lie. If you want to know why there's no demons in the Old Testament, it's because God knows better. Okay? God knows about mental illness. Apparently the men, the authors of the New Testament, did not.